guys, so this is episode number 2 of my decluttering series. I just decluttered my makeup palettes over there, so if you guys haven't seen that one, click here perhaps. I don't know, maybe I'll put an annotation here. And today I'm going to be decluttering blush and bronzer. And this one I will be decluttering more than what I did with my eyeshadow palettes. Again, my collection isn't as massive as a lot of people on YouTube, so there's just not as much to declutter, but nonetheless, I really hope that you guys enjoy the video, and if you want to see more decluttering videos, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss them in the future, and let's get on to it. Alright, so I'm going to start off with cream blush, and the first one I have here is the Tarte Cheek Stain and Flush, and I got this in the holiday set. So this is how much I have left of the product, and I just kind of want to use it all up, and I do really like it. I think it gives a really kind of gorgeous color to the cheeks, especially if you're pale. And as for application, I like to use the Real Techniques stippling brush. So next I have this NYX cream blush in the shade 06 Diva, and I just do not wear this that much, and also it's kind of intimidating because it's so dark. So I am definitely going to pass this one on. Okay, so this is a newer one to my collection, and the packaging is really dirty on the outside. I do apologize. It's the Benefit blush in, I think it's called Marguerite or Margaret, I don't know. I don't know what kind of accent you're supposed to have. Maybe it's a French one. But I am definitely going to keep this one because I think it gives such a beautiful color. It's like this peachy coral color, and it is super gorgeous, and I don't really have that many cream blush products. Okay, so I have a couple palettes, so I'm going to be doing those, and this one is the Live, Love, Laugh Vitality Face Disc by IT Cosmetics, and I just got this recently because of the It Girl contest. So it's a palette that comes with a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter. And those are the colors. They are really pretty, and I definitely want to keep this because I just got it and I want to put it to more use. Okay, so this palette definitely has to go. It was one of my first high-end makeup purchases, and I was really excited when I got it. And the lady kind of talked me into getting the palette instead of just like the Orgasm blush. I don't really regret anything in life. I mean, it is what it is, but if I am to use the word regret, I do regret buying this. And it is in the Quad Foreplay. It comes with 4 shades. This is the Orgasm blush, and then these 3 shades kind of make up the Orgasm blush. This was more of a fuchsia pink color, and the yellow is kind of a highlight. I'd say that this blush is fine, but I'm not going to keep the palette just to use that blush, so I'm definitely just going to throw this one out. So next I have this Tarte blush in Memorable, and I got it in the gift set from Tarte. So not last year's holiday set, but the one before, and it came with a ton of different stuff. So I am going to be keeping this. And this is just the trial size, and I believe that it's limited edition. And this is a blush in Orgasm, and this is actually new to my collection despite it being used. My aunt actually gave this to me. So this is the Be Matte blush by City Color Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Papaya. And this one really reminds me of a blush that I have by MAC that I'll show you in a second, so I just don't really see the point in keeping both of them. So this is the MAC blush in Melba, and no, they aren't identical or anything like that. I don't even know if I'd call them dupes. But they are pretty similar. I just don't really see the point in having both, and I use the back one a lot more. So this is the Balm Cindy Luminizer, and it is a pretty unique product. I know a lot of people don't really know how to use it. Some people use it as just kind of like a blush topper. It gives such a highlighted effect. That's what it looks like on my wrist. So I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. So next is this blush by Physicians Formula, and it is in the shade Natural Pearl. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I've had this one for a while, and I'm definitely going to get rid of it. So here's a blush that I got in a glossy box. This was limited edition, and it's in the shade Glossy Rosewood. Shout out to Pretty Little Liars, holla. No, but for real. This is actually one of my favorite blushes. I would say this color is definitely the most kind of flattering on myself. So that's what it looks like, and it is just such a beautiful kind of, I guess, pinky purple rosy shade. So next I have this blush by The Balm, and it is in the shade Hot Mama, and it is definitely comparable to Orgasm by NARS, and that's it there. Okay, so now on to bronzer singles, and I got this sent to me a while ago. Actually, I think it was last summer by a brand called Elemental Beauty, and they kind of specialize in more natural makeup, so it's all kind of powdered makeup, and this is a bronzer in the shade Sunkissed, and I am going to be passing this one on. So I ended up buying this, I think it was last Christmas, because it was like $4 or something like that at Lawton's, and I've seen people buy these to contour with. And I wasn't particularly looking at which shade I picked up. When I picked it up, I just kind of went with like a random tone, and this is way too orange to contour with, so I am going to be passing this on. So next I have the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and this is so well loved. It's just the trial size. I got it as a point perk, I think, from Sephora. I recently hit pan on it. So this is definitely not the best packaging. I know I use this pretty much every single day, so I'm opening and closing it, and it's definitely wearing down, as you guys can see there. But I do really like the bronzer, and I'm definitely going to be keeping it. So next I have this Hard Candy Glow All The Way Face and Body Illuminator. And I have not used this before. So if you rub it in, it looks like this, and this is just like crazy intense. I have no idea how I would use that. Although I guess maybe you could use it with a light hand and a stippling brush, and that actually might kind of look pretty as like a blush slash a bronzer. But I just have a lot of products in my collection, and this is not a necessity, so I'm going to be getting rid of this one. So next I have the e.l.f. Healthy Glow Bronzer, and I just featured this in my top 5 makeup products under $5 video. I do really like it. It kind of gives a really pretty sheen on the face, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. So lastly, I have the Essence Sun Club Bronzer for blondes. And as you guys can see, I've definitely used a lot of this bronzer. I would mainly use this just to kind of add some color to my neck if my foundation didn't match my neck the best. Now I've been using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I just don't really think it's necessary for me to keep this product, so I am going to be passing it on. Okay, so the products on the left are the ones I'm going to be giving away, and on the right I'm going to be keeping. So I'm getting rid of 8 products and I'm keeping 11. So I think that that is pretty good. That's almost getting rid of half of my bronzers and blushes. So I do feel really good about this progress.